Hello, my name is Martin, and this is Let's Play Max, the Curse of Brotherhood. Max is a puzzle platformer, guys, in the vein of Ethan Meteor Hunter or Chronology, which we recently reviewed. Max was inspired from an old school game, kind of a twisted game called Heart of Darkness, and if you've ever played it, you know what I'm talking about. Max released May 2014, and it was developed by Pressplay, the guys behind Max and the Magic Marker. Imagine that. And it was published by Microsoft. You can go ahead and get Max right now on Steam for $14.99. It is also available on other platforms like the Xbox One. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, wait a dang second, Mark. Did you just say Microsoft? How is that indie? Well, first off and foremost, that's the publisher, not the developer. The developer has made indie titles in the past, but that was before they were bought out by Microsoft in 2012. That being said, the game also mimics many elements you would see in an indie game, so cut me some slack here, guys. Now you play Max, who one day decides to go all labyrinth on his poor brother and wishes him away. And as you can imagine, his brother gets kidnapped, and the adventure begins. Why did I say this game reminded me of those other titles? Well, let's get into it, shall I? I'm going to continue here. I've been playing the game for about an hour here. Which has basically got me to Chapter 2, and I just basically got a new power, a new ability, which is a ability to kind of manipulate the environment. Basically, Max has a magic marker that can affect the elements. He can create like rock platforms, or in this particular case you're going to be seeing in this video, I'm going to be creating a lot of vines. He can also create like these water paths, and he can manipulate trees. And basically he uses these magic marker abilities to get past the environments or obstacles in his way. And it can be rather kind of fun and creative and interesting. For instance, I have to create like a branch tree right there to get over that particular one. Then I have to destroy it and then create like a path upwards so I can get above that one. If you notice also that when I kind of hover things over things, you'll see that my marker turns green and it almost kind of fills up with like an ink, a goo. Well, as I start creating things, you can also see kind of like a faint green circle kind of draining. The pen drains as well as the circle drains as well. And on larger objects, you can get kind of a good view of what you're seeing there. So we basically created a pathway for us to climb up now, and there we go. But we still need to figure out how to get up there. So let's recreate this. And climb up that, like so. And use that to climb upwards, guys. And this is kind of the spiel of this game. This is what makes the game kind of interesting and unique, is the fact that you're going to be creating your own elements to pass the elements that you'll be dealing with in the game. Of course, the one thing that I will say is that depending on what kind of puzzle it is and where it's at, it will create its own amount of ink. Basically, you basically have only a certain amount before you run out, and you have to try again. I'm also going to try to. Can I just jump up there and press shift? Yes, I can. That's fantastic. So I got rid of that guy, as you just saw, guys. And if you're wondering what that guy was, in the game there's like a lot of hidden objects and little side objectives for you to do, aside from just getting from point A to point B and saving your brother. And basically that guy was like an eyeball who works for the bad guy who's called Mustachio. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. And basically we're just going around ripping his eyeballs out. There's also like these pieces of amulets that you can find. Oops, that was the wrong way. Let's try it again. These pieces of amulet that basically you can find that are also hidden throughout the game. In this case, we're just kind of being taught how to use our new ability here, this new vine generating ability. Basically, at this point, I think I can manipulate the earth and create kind of earth pillars, and now I can make these. But that isn't all that you can make, and there's certainly a lot more to this game than just that. Down there is a path that leads to one of the amulets, which I already collected a little bit earlier. So we're just going to continue moving along here, trying to get past this particular dungeon. As you can imagine, if I were to jump into that red stuff, I would die pretty much instantaneously. The game does feature controller support, kind of. It features Xbox 360 controller support. I can use my controller. It does take some finagling, but you may find that your buttons will be rearranged depending on the controller that you're using. But like I said, there's many workarounds for that type of thing. But if you have an Xbox controller, you really don't need to worry about those kinds of things, and you should be more than set. So, is it this way I want to go, or is it the other way? I want to go the other way. Let's try the other way. Or is that the way I went and got into this place to begin with, isn't it? Indeed it is. Okay, so that's the exit I'm looking for over here. Is that right? Aha, yes. So there's that giant forest temple that we were making our way out of here. Now we have to figure out a way to get up here. And kind of make our way to the top of this temple. Oh, good lord, kid. Come on, get up from under there. Okay, so obviously this isn't going to work. So let's try something a little bit more... let's try something a little bit more stair-like. So like... Okay, that should work, theoretically, if Max would get out from under it. Okay, come on. Come on. How big is this one? These ones are just platforms. Okay, so we have to figure out a way to get up there. Alright, come on. Like that. Will that work? Nope, sure won't. Huh. I will say that the puzzles aren't always easy. Maybe create like a big slide upwards. Will that work? Let's try a big slide. That'll work. Kind of. He's kind of climbing it. I will say this kid is like a parkour champion, by the way. This kid can jump from extreme heights and has like no problem running extreme distances. And he's just kind of crazy strong. The game features 7 chapters, 20 levels total, guys, for you to manipulate and play through. And one thing I will have to say, one thing I have to note right here is how gorgeous this game is. And that is one of the things that I feel like, as far as Max goes, it does very well. The game is just very breathtaking looking, and the graphics are really, really awesome and unique looking. So now we're kind of, as you can see, we're kind of manipulating different elements. If I were to jump down there, that guy would totally murder me. But we're basically just going to create a path here and jump over him and onto this rock platform, which we created again. Of course, he can't smash it, though, and he's going to try to kill me. Oh, good lord. And he did. That guy just committed horrific child murder. Not very nice of him, by the way. But, you know, sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes you get smashed in the head by, you know, vicious rock people. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, gotta act a little bit quicker there. And that's another thing I like about this game, is that it kind of reloads very quickly, and if you do make a mistake, like I said, the puzzles, while they may not be extremely challenging, they don't punish you to the point where you're gonna get frustrated. Okay. Perfect. Now we're past him, and we can forget his stupid face. What in the hell is going on? Oh, okay, so we got like a path here, and the big monster's in the background. We need to kind of create a path for us here to climb up. We also have this here, which will be a benefit to us. And you get kind of idea how you start combining different elements and you know, different, like the rocks and the plants to kind of start guiding you over your path. Someone just threw a freaking bomb at me. Oh, just so not cool, dude. Okay. I guess we go this way? Nope, that's bad. So, let's see what we have to do to figure out to get past this little element right here. Oh, that's a bomb. It's going to explode in my face. Okay, dude, you need to stop that. That's like really just hacking me off. Alright, so we'll go upwards here. And I guess we go down? If I do that, though, I'm probably going to get murdered right here. I wonder if I can kill his friend with his own bomb there. Let's see what happens there. Boom! Oh, good. Okay, cool.
You guys are really stupid.
So he killed his own friend, which is great for me. Very kind of him to do that. I appreciate that. And let's go ahead and create this path upwards here. And there we go. But like I said, guys, the game is just graphically really, really gorgeous looking. The cutscenes are very well animated. Right now, this looks like we're going to be facing This is the giant monster that kind of kidnapped our brother and brought him to Mostachio. Can't get over that name, by the way. And we kind of need to hide from him and try to avoid him as much as possible. Oh, dear God. Did we just fail this particular puzzle? I think we may have to... Let's...
If I could just make the branch...
Ah, okay.
Maybe if I draw it like a hula hoop.
Yes, there you go. Excellent drawing on my part, I think, guys. Alright, let's try it again. Perfect. Right? Yes. Oh, God! No, he's dead. Oh, poor kid. Brutally murdered. Alright. I hit the button again. Yes, the game does feature controller support. Like I said, all you have to do is kind of finagle your controller to get that to work. Let's see if I can try this again. I think I made it too square. Okay. Alright, good job, kid. You made that jump. Well done. And like I said, the puzzles aren't too easy, but they're also not too hard, guys. You can definitely figure out how to pass these puzzles pretty easily. And if you fail, like I said, it's not too much of a frustrating game. And you unlock more and more puzzles as you move forward through this game here. We have to figure out a way. So there's an eyeball down there beneath us there. Then there's this guy right here. So we have to find a way to, I think, kill him. I think. Let's go ahead and let's run for it. There we go.
Sorry.
He's dead. And we just committed brutal murder as a, looks like 10-year-old child. We'll rip out this eyeball and move along. Alright, so it's alright, it's not like there was a splash of blood or anything, but you know, it's still kind of funny that he just did all that and he's still a little kid, you know. Let's keep moving up here, guys. And you'll get access to more different kinds of powers and elements as you move deeper into the game, guys. Water, you'll start manipulating trees, and different kinds of crazy puzzles start presenting themselves as you move deeper and deeper into the game itself. Okay, so we got that there. What is that going to do for me? Huh, what is that going to do for me? Why did I want to... Oh, I know. I get it. I got it. Check it out. Alright, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to create a bridge. Right? And then we're going to send it all the way upwards. And we should be able to... Oh! Apparently fall to our deaths and die. Oh, there's also a secret one right there. I didn't even see that one right there. Oh, little secret hidden one right there. I can't click it though, which is a little messed up, but that's okay. I'll detach that there. And then we'll send it... You can kind of lean the rock towers in one direction if you kind of like scroll your controller, or in this case my mouse, that way. There's also a freaking path down there. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to risk my character's life. How do you get to that, I wonder?
What should
Alright.
I do?
Let's create the path again. And we'll jump down. Oh, good lord. Alright, now, if I think I can do this fast enough... Aha! Super sweet! And we'll get access to one of the glowing pieces of amulets.
Another piece. Well,
That's one of the secret pieces I was talking to you guys about in the game, guys. I have to kind of collect those to, basically, it's just another form of treasure hunting. Just another little, bonus objective, as it were. Will that stay there? No, it will not. So we're going to have to eliminate that, turn that back off, and then reform our bridge here. I probably formed that too far. Oh, no, I did not. Perfect. All right. Fantastic. So you can see how you have to play with the physics. You have to play with the different kinds of elements, guys. I think you can get the basic idea of the game. I will say that everything in this freaking game does want to kill you, and that can be very, very frustrating. Plants, eyeballs, everything wants to kill you in this weird universe. The story isn't too much of the focus of the game. There is like a minor bit of a story. It's not necessarily the world's greatest story. It's nothing really that original. But to be honest with you, like I said, it's not the focus of the game here. The gorgeous graphics are the really neat looking environments, the way the characters are animated, the way the puzzles work, or while be it a little bit simplistic, they still manage to be entertaining while you play them. Now, if you're wondering why I compared this game to other puzzle platformers like Chronology or Ethan Meteor Hunter, it's because it has a spiel, just like any other puzzle platforming game would. Whereas in Chronology, you're manipulating time. In Ethan Meteor Hunter, you're manipulating rocks. In this one, you're manipulating the elements. But I don't want you to think that I don't like Max. I do. I also think that it's a good sign that AAA companies are taking notice of the indie game genre and trying to capture some of that magic, guys. And Max certainly does capture some of that magic, guys. It's entertaining and fun, gorgeously designed, and the sound doesn't disappoint either. It does have some issues according to what I've read on the forums, guys. And while I personally haven't ran into any bugs or anything like that, but I just want to let you guys know, so buyer beware. I guess the only gripe I have with Max, guys, is that while it is a solid game, nothing really set it apart for me. I've played many puzzle platformers in my time, and this kind of felt like them. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Just, I wish there was more to this game that would make it truly unique. Also, while this doesn't bother me in the least, Max is a very family-friendly game, guys. If you're looking for something a bit more hardcore, this may not be your cup of tea. I think it's a fun game and that you should check it out. So big thanks to the developer for a chance to review this game. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and I'll keep bringing you awesome games, guys. Till next time, this has been Let's Play Max the Curse of Brotherhood.